So I just wanted to self-reflect for a moment because I'm going through a really hard time right now. I'm going through a really hard time, and I felt like maybe just making this video would make me feel better. I did talk about it in another video, in my vlogs. I talk about what's going on, but yeah. What I want to talk about today was the different gods that I follow and why. I want to go through the timeline of all the gods I worked with, and which ones I drifted from. Why, and I'll explain why I stayed with them, why I didn't stay with them. I think the very first God that I followed was the Christian God, Christian or Catholic or whatever God. I was very religious. So I read the Bible. I went to Bible study. I did all that. And I read about, I stopped believing in God when I went to New York because I thought there's no way that all these horrible things would happen if there was a God. And I sincerely felt that way. And so I was atheist for like a while. And then a ghost haunted my apartment. We didn't know who it was. And it was so bad. Like, this ghost was so irritating that we had to go to a psychic, which I absolutely did not believe in at all. I was very strongly atheist, but I thought, I'm going to try this just to see if this will help the situation. And she came and she explained to us all these things about the world, about Wicca and all that. And something about it really changed something in me to kind of look into spirituality again. And so several people kind of approached me. God approached me almost immediately, to Christian God, Catholic God. And so did his archangels. I keep thinking there's like my sister's doors opening. And Morgan stuck out. I don't remember how I got connected to Morgan, but she stepped forward. I think I found out about her through I think her name's Nikki, the lady that told us about the Wicca stuff. And I think of the other gods, it was mostly those few, and then there was Selene, the goddess of the moon, and like a few other people that were helping us at the time. And I believed in them and worshipped them until I got psychosis, and then the shit kind of hit the fan. Because Samael got a hold of me and essentially just made up a bunch of shit about all these different gods and what all these gods were doing. So they kind of pit everybody against each other. I didn't know who to believe. I was sick. I couldn't make heads or tails of anything. So Sinjin was another god that I followed. And I'm trying to think if there was anybody else. I can't think of anything. It wasn't bad with God. Like, God wasn't really a bad person at the time. It was just that I felt so betrayed when I had psychosis. And I felt like it felt like he tricked me into it, when really it was just Samael. And I've grown to be kind of like, I don't understand the God, because everything he does promotes hatred. There's so much hatred in the world from his religion, and especially compared to like other gods, right? So I just found it like really difficult to keep hold of him, so I stopped following him. And but Morgan always stood out, and I knew that I was going to still follow Morgan. And I kind of drifted from Morgan. I used to talk to her every day, to then only talk to her like once or twice a month. Maybe even less than that, because I felt like I needed to be independent from the spirits. I felt like I dealt with psychosis. I needed to be separate. I needed to grow separately from Morgan. I had to find myself. And then I rejoined recently with Morgan. I still don't talk to her as much as I should, but I at least try to keep her within the circle. And I still have her statues on my altar, or I still buy things as offerings for Morgan, as a thank you for what she's done for me. She's the reason why I'm still alive. Like, if I didn't have Morgan, I don't know what would have happened. She's extremely important to me. I see her like a mother figure, and she's just very important. But things started to shift. Hecate started to talk to us. And then we kind of got in touch with Aphrodite and Eris, and then we just started meeting more and more Greek gods and stuff like that. I started dating Eros, the god of love. I started dating Apollo, the god of sun. And I know there's more people than that. Why am I blanking on this? Then Dongyu or Yama, the god of death. We kind of met each other, and we kind of like started liking each other. The only person I still like worship is Morgan. However, I do have spots on my altar for Apollo, Aphrodite, Lucifer, and then Morgan is the final one. And then I'm gonna have something from Hermes because he's helping me with financial situation. So I'm giving him an offering as a way of being like, can you help me? And he agreed that he would help me with it. So like some things are gifts to other gods, but like those main or the ones that are on my altars. And again, I'm not really worshiping Apollo or Aphrodite because Aphrodite's more like my mother-in-law now, and Apollo, I'm dating Apollo. So I don't really worship them. It's more like I'm collaborating with them because I think worship makes it toward the power difference is too much, and it's I try to see myself as try to make myself as an equal, so that there's not like a power difference between us. But yeah, those are the kind of the stages I went through, and I mostly follow Greek because Greek is interesting because it has a lot of stories, and a lot of gods have like different reputations based off the stories told. So I can't say that the gods did not cause some hatred, but they all overall, I might be ignorant of me to say, but overall they're more positive than the Christian Catholic God, or at least most of the people now who celebrate Greek mythology don't do any of the things that Christian people do. It's kind of why I kind of favored them, is because it was like a positive light. There's also a lot more women and the witch world, or the Greek world, of really really just badass women, and I appreciate that as well. There's a few gods that I kind of like get help from, but I don't. They're just acquaintances, as Artemis. So someone who's helps me when she can. She does a lot of hunting of like negative energy. I don't think there's anybody else. I know so many gods. It's crazy how many gods I know. Because I just talk to them. Like they'll randomly come up and like give me a vision because they want to speak to me about something, and a lot of them know about the negative energy in my life. So they're like actively trying to stop the negative energy. So they come up and they say like, could we help you? I also follow the creator, who's the creator of the universe. He can represent a person and actually physically, well, not physically, but he could go and talk to you. He's like the universe itself. He's just kind of manifested a being that can talk to people. So we talked to him a lot and like worshipped him. But he was just called the creator. He wasn't like God or any specific God. He was just the creator. And the creator wasn't really like a specific person of worship. He was just the embodiment of like time and space itself, Oop, activated my camera. So, and then there's Lucifer, which he has always been in my life ever since I can remember. Apparently, he's met me in multiple lives, and he has approached me again in this life in hopes of reuniting. So that's another person. A lot of them I just don't talk to anymore. Like Selena, I don't talk to anymore. I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I would be comfortable talking to her again. It's really shaky with God and the archangels because I was very close to Gabriel. I just loved Gabriel to pieces. And I felt so betrayed that I was never able to come back. And every once in a while, he tries to step in and be like, I'm sorry about what happened, but it's hard to trust. It's hard to trust certain spirits when such horrible things have happened to you. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever come back to the Christian or Catholic religion because it's done so much damage. But I keep thinking of forgetting somebody. There's Freya. She was made to look back through the curse. I kind of interacted with her for a little bit. I interacted with Bridget a little bit, uh, Poseidon a little bit. I've had a lot of them like through my journeys through astral plane projection of like different people coming up to me with different messages. So I think that's about it. I don't think there's anybody else really to talk about. So yeah, I just wanted to go over the gods and what they meant to me. Tell me what gods you follow.